Hey guys, so here are two really petty Am I the A-hole stories. So I need you to be the judge and let me know if you think these people are the a-holes or not. Okay, here we go. Here's story number one. Am I the a-hole for charging my wedding guests $10 to come to my wedding? My fiance, 23 male, and I, 23 female, are getting married in less than a month. We are doing a small wedding and only inviting 20 guests. We decided that we wanted to have our wedding up in a canyon, but to access this canyon, it costs $10. So we're having our guests pay the $10 to enter. We put this canyon view on our invitations. My sister called today as she just received her invite in the mail and was mad about having to pay to attend a wedding. She called me an asshole because I was being a cheapskate and there are thousands of canyons that would have been free. But me and my fiance already have our hearts set on this specific canyon and view. As the argument went on, she started to nitpick our whole wedding plan. Like having the guests bring their own camping chairs, not having a real reception and just a small dinner for those who attend, and posting our registry all over social media but only having 20 people actually be invited. We just don't want to spend a lot of money, and so doing it outdoors is one way of doing that. We also just want our close, intimate friends and family to be there, so I don't know what's wrong with keeping it small. And to all of those who will ask, it's a canyon fee that you have to pay at the base, so it's not like you could just pay the park rangers in advance. It's open to the public. So am I the asshole? Here's a little bit more info/update. 1. No, it's not in a national park. It's just a canyon near our hometowns. We talked to the rangers and they said that it was fine as long as we didn't bring over 100 people. 2. I didn't realize that posting your registry on social media is considered a cheapskate move. Just because someone's not invited to the actual wedding doesn't mean that they're not going to want to give me a gift. Everybody posts everything nowadays online, and many people who already knew they weren't invited had asked me about the registry, so I posted it. 3. Yes, we talked to the rangers. We asked them if we could buy passes or slips or give them a list of names ahead of time in order to pay for our guests. But ultimately, none of the solutions worked. So we decided that just giving our guests the heads up of the $10 fee would be the best way to go. Now we have other guests complaining about the fee, and I kind of feel like we might have made the wrong choice. So are we wrong for charging our guests $10 to come to our wedding? Wrong? No. Cheap? Hell yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And here is story number 2. Am I wrong for telling my daughter to cancel her marriage? I have a daughter, 27, who was with her boyfriend for 7 years and they got engaged not long ago. It was just a small party with not many guests. She always talks to me about how much she loves him, how he always listens to her, and that he was made for her. I've agreed with her since I found him to be a good-natured man. He was kind and humble and was always respectful to our family. We've met his parents for dinner twice or 3 times, and they hit me as a little sexist, asking questions to my wife like, I don't know why you're working. Isn't that the husband's job? It's the mother's job to take care of the kids. And now that they wanted to make it more serious, they planned a marriage. Anyways, we've been planning the wedding, and one day her boyfriend comes to me and says that his parents want to talk to me. I was gonna call my daughter too, but she said that she wasn't allowed. I went with him and his parents started talking to me about dowry. I was confused and said that there was no dowry. And in 2020, who gives dowry? But boyfriend and his parents started lecturing me about how necessary it was and how my daughter would be a stay-at-home wife. Even though my daughter has told me that she wants to continue her dream, so I don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, they told me that I should think about it and told me not to tell my daughter for the time being. However, I immediately told my daughter about it, and she started crying, saying that she didn't know that her boyfriend was so sexist. She asked me what she should do now, and I told her that she wasn't being forced and she could cancel the marriage at any time if she didn't want it. Well, that's exactly what happened, and now her boyfriend and his parents are calling me saying that I took away the love of his life. On top of that, some of her friends, who some were bridesmaids, said that I was an asshole for breaking up what would have been a healthy marriage. But it's my daughter's happiness that matters to me. So, am I wrong? Heck no, OP is definitely not the a-hole to me. All they did was give their daughter a warning about what she was getting herself into. It's not their fault that she canceled the marriage. What do you guys think?